He sat on the same bench every morning. Didn't speak, didn't smile, just fed the birds. Until one day a stranger sat beside him and asked a question that brought tears to his eyes and uncovered a story no one had ever heard. His name was Walter, but no one at the park knew that. To them he was just the man on the bench. Gray cap, cane in hand, always with a small paper bag of breadcrumbs. Every morning at 7 a.m. sharp, he'd shuffle into the park, lower himself onto the third bench near the fountain and feed the pigeons. Never looked up, never spoke, never missed a day. The regulars stopped noticing. Joggers ran past, dog walkers nodded, a few kids called him Grandpa Bird. But no one ever sat beside him. No one ever asked why he came, or what he was waiting for. Until one cloudy Thursday, someone did. A young man in his 20s, hoodie pulled over his head, slumped onto the bench beside him. Walter glanced over. The young man didn't speak, just stared at the fountain. 5 minutes passed, then 10. Finally, the man whispered, "You always come here." Walter nodded. "Every day." "Why?" Walter blinked, then answered softly, "I made a promise." The young man didn't ask what kind, he just said, "Me too." And for the first time in years, Walter smiled. His name was Liam, 24, no job, recently evicted. He'd come to the park because it was quiet and because he didn't know where else to go. They sat in silence most mornings. No deep talks, just crumbs and clouds. But something began to shift. Liam started showing up earlier, brought coffee for them both, asked Walter about the birds, then about the war pins on his coat. Walter told him bits of his past, that he'd served in Korea, that he used to teach history, that he once loved chess, strawberry jam, and a woman named Margaret. One day Liam asked where Margaret was now. Walter looked at the sky. "She died in '99. This was our bench. I promised her I'd keep coming so she wouldn't be alone." Liam nodded, said nothing because he had a promise too. His brother Jamie had died the year before, overdose. Before he passed, Jamie had asked one thing: "Just check in with someone once a day. You never know who's hanging by a thread." Liam had forgotten that promise until he saw Walter, and something in the old man's stillness felt familiar, like two ghosts recognizing each other. Neither of them had family left, neither had anyone waiting at home, but somehow on that bench they became something for each other. One morning Walter didn't show up. Liam waited an hour, then 2, but the bench stayed empty. The next day he returned, still no Walter. On the third day there was an envelope taped to the bench. Liam's name was written on it. Inside was a note, written in neat cursive. "Dear Liam, if you're reading this, I'm gone. Don't be sad. You gave me something beautiful in my final days, companionship. I didn't think I'd be remembered, but you did that for me. The way you listened, the coffee, the silence, it meant more than you know. In the bag beneath this bench, you'll find something I want you to have. Use it well and promise me this: keep showing up. Someone will need you." Walter. Under the bench was a small cloth bag. Inside, a copy of Walter's old chess set, a savings account book, and a folded photo of him and Margaret smiling on that same bench. In 1983, Liam still comes to the park. Every Thursday, 7 a.m. sharp, he feeds the birds, brings 2 coffees, leaves one on the bench. Sometimes people join him, a kid, a jogger, a grieving widow, and when they sit, Liam listens. Because that's what Walter taught him. That the smallest act of noticing can change a life. If this story moved you, share it. Someone in your world may be sitting on a bench just waiting to be seen.